For 250 years, one name has echoed across battlefields, across oceans, and across history itself: the United States Marine Corps. From the wooden decks of the American Revolution to the high-tech battlegrounds of 2025, the Marines have forged a legacy of courage, sacrifice, and unshakable resolve. Today, we celebrate the past, present, and future of one of the most feared and respected fighting forces on Earth. This is the story of the United States Marine Corps. The story begins on November 10, 1775, inside a Philadelphia tavern known as the Tun Tavern. The Continental Congress authorized the formation of 2 battalions of Marines, elite troops meant to fight ship to ship and execute amphibious assaults against the British. The first command was given to Captain Samuel Nicholas, considered the first commandant of the Marine Corps. Their mission was revolutionary for the time: fast, aggressive, and maritime-focused warfare. And from that day forward, the Marines embraced a motto that would define them: first to fight. Throughout the 19th century, the Marine Corps expanded its role on the world stage. During the Barbary Wars, Marines stormed the shores of Tripoli, a moment immortalized in the Marine Corps hymn. They fought in the War of 1812, defending naval vessels and coastal positions. In the Mexican-American War, Marines captured the National Palace in Mexico City, the origin of the legendary phrase, "Halls of Montezuma." By the end of the century, the Marines were no longer just naval infantry. They were becoming America's elite expeditionary force. But it was World War I that transformed the Marine Corps forever. In Belleau Wood, 1918, Marines faced the Imperial German Army in brutal close-quarters combat. They fought with such ferocity that the Germans reportedly nicknamed them Teufelhunden, devil dogs. During the battle, Captain Lloyd Williams cemented Marine Corps legend with the defiant words, "Retreat? Hell, we just got here." Belleau Wood was more than a victory. It was the moment the Marines became known as America's shock troops. Then came the crucible of the Pacific Theater in World War II. Across the vast Pacific Islands, Marines pioneered and perfected amphibious warfare, turning a deadly and difficult task into a science. They fought at Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Saipan, Okinawa, and of course, Iwo Jima, where Marines raised the American flag atop Mount Suribachi, creating one of the most iconic images in military history. The price was high, but the legacy they forged would last forever. As the world entered the Cold War, the Marines continued to fight on the front lines of global conflict. In the Korean War, Marines executed the legendary breakout from the Chosin Reservoir, fighting in temperatures as low as -30 degrees Celsius. Their discipline and grit stunned both allies and enemies. In Vietnam, they engaged in brutal urban combat during the Battle of Hue and held the line during the siege of Khe Sanh. In the 21st century, Marines led some of the toughest operations of the War on Terror, including the Battle of Fallujah, one of the most intense urban battles since World War II. Across every era, one theme remains constant: the Marines go where the fighting is hardest. Today, in 2025, the Marine Corps stands at a crossroads, adapting once again to a new era of warfare. The modern USMC consists of roughly 169,000 active-duty Marines, trained to deploy anywhere in the world in a matter of days. To stay ahead of adversaries, the Corps has undergone a dramatic transformation, retiring heavy tanks like the M1 Abrams to focus on mobility, embracing long-range precision weapons, building forces optimized for island warfare in the Pacific, integrating drones, electronic warfare, and advanced reconnaissance. Using cutting-edge aircraft such as the F-35B, F-35C, and the MV-22 Osprey. The Marines are becoming lighter, faster, smarter. Designed to confront rising tensions, especially with China in the Pacific. Even after 250 years, the Marine Corps is still evolving, because the mission never changes: to be America's first line of defense. From a tavern in 1775 to the beaches of the Pacific, to the deserts and cities of the modern battlefield, the United States Marine Corps has carved a legacy that spans centuries. A legacy written in sacrifice, discipline, loyalty, and unmatched fighting spirit. As the Corps celebrates its 250th anniversary, one truth echoes across history: the Marines are always ready, always the first to fight, always faithful, Semper Fi. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of the United States Marine Corps, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Military Power TV, turn on notifications so you never miss our next military documentary. Thanks for watching.
For 250 years, Marines have celebrated their birthday on November 10th. From cake cutting to toasts with fellow Marines, this day has always been a time to celebrate our history. But at every pivotal moment in our country's history, when our nation has needed the might of the Marine Corps, Marines have celebrated with a true fighting spirit. On November 10th, 1943, Marines celebrated their birthday on the small island of Guadalcanal, where vicious fighting took place on our way to securing victory in World War II. November 10th, 1965, Marines were landing on the beaches of Tom Key, kicking off Operation Blue Marlin in South Vietnam. November 10th, 2004, Marines were fighting door-to-door in the city of Fallujah, executing Operation Phantom Fury. To a Marine, locating, closing with, and destroying the enemy is the best birthday present one could ask for. Here's to 250 more years of fighting, shooting, flying, detonating, landing, scouting, jumping, driving, charging, and always winning. Happy birthday, Marines.